Yep, you read that right. This video is about an owl with a copper tallywhacker. This is my life now. This video was actually requested when my video on if the Leshy and the Wendigo met. The Leshy would absolutely body the Wendigo went viral. In fact, let's be real, 99% of European folklore is probably bodying the Wendigo. I mean, do you think it's going to fare well against the Knuckle-IV? No. Anyhow, this led to my list of potential future YouTube videos becoming very, very long. Much like this owl's copper schlong. So without further ado, let's talk about the Rézfaszú Bagoly.
Rézfaszú Bagoly.
The copper-dicked owl. The pronunciations are not going to be amazing in this one, so I do apologise to the entire Hungarian culture group. Now, as you all know, I need to keep this channel afloat, and Raid Shadow Legends is getting more and more angry with me, camping outside their offices trying to get a sponsorship. So you guys can help me by becoming a patron. For just £1 a month, you can get access to all of my YouTube videos 48 hours early. And if you don't fancy that, you can just simply like, subscribe, share, and tap that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload. And now I've shilled enough, let's get on with the video. Now, every culture has a form of bogeyman. The Polish have Baba Yaga, spelt with a J, not a Y. The Austrians have the Krampus, and liberal American white women have a lack of a good relationship with their father. So whereas in the UK, if you misbehave before bedtime, you may find yourself on the naughty list and Santa Claus dropping a lump of coal down your stocking, or shaking under the covers for fear a horde of goblins may come in the night to take you back to their domain because you're being a little naughty child. In Hungary, you may wake up to find an owl slamming a copper cock in your face. Also, the bogeyman is real. They made a TV show about it and everything, and you can try and tell me that it's fake like everyone tries to tell me with Prehistoric Park, but it's on TV. I saw it, and I've seen them out and about. They live in a big house with a number 10 on the front. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just politicians. That's a political joke that goes for everyone. I can't make people get mad at that. Can people get mad? Well, I've written the script and read the notes for this one, so I know that there's a lot more that's coming. Yeah, it's a video about a copper-dicked owl, but it's gonna... Yep. According to some legends, the copper-cocked owl will kidnap anyone who closes all doors, cans, windows, and any other objects that can be closed in a house. When I say according to some legends, I mean Urban Dictionary. Finding evidence on this piece of Hungarian folklore was finding evidence. I'm not a detective. Researching this piece of Hungarian folklore was so hard. As a side note, if its dick's made of copper, is it always hard? The copper-dicked owl is also said to scare little children, and understandably, but I honestly believe that anyone is going to be a little disconcerted if a copper schlong is just slapping your face. I'm assuming that's how this functions. You wake up, there's just an owl above you, like... And it's at this point I do want to give a massive thank you to the content creator Annalie Wild and her video on the copper-dicked owl. Yes, I did go for the Hungarian name again there, but it wasn't happening. Anyway, she creates content on Eastern European history, mythology, folklore, and politics, and without her video, this video would have been a struggle, because, as I said earlier, finding sources on the copper-dicked owl was incredibly difficult. I found like one proper source, which was like the Yale newspaper. Yeah, so thank you, Anna. Her video on the topic will be linked in the description down below, in the sources. Heading back to the video, in Latin, the copper-cocked owl is known as Cuprum fascium noctua. Insulting two entire languages today. Another fun fact is that knowledge is completely useless, and it's still more useful than the British education system. The Copperdick owl enjoys popularity in Transylvanian Hungarian culture, and enjoys particular popularity in the regions of... Hang on, I'm going to look at the script to try and pronounce these. The two regions of Skelliland and Kaloseg. Yeah, both of those places are in Romania. Anna actually points out that two of the most iconic corners of Hungarian culture are actually situated outside of Hungary. I wonder how that happened. It's not a video on Eastern Europe without it getting a little political. Schlikiland is a region in eastern Transylvania, in Romania, which is inhabited mainly by the Hungarian ethnic group Schliekers. The copper-rodded owl can be found here in the phrase Rézfaszú Bagoly, which means the copper-dick owl will take you. They also have the phrase Mifog es megrezel Rézfaszú Bagoly, which translates to the copper-dick owl will take you and grate you. Penises and graters, grating of any kind is not two topics that should mix. Unless you're talking about a nonce, then grate away. In Kalotazeg, the region is much more ethnically diverse. Here, the locals claim that Megfatuil at Rézfaszú Bagoly, which means it whistles.
I've seen them before.
What are they?
It's an owl with a whistling copper penis. In my mythology videos, I have covered ape men that carry women off into caves. I've covered Celtic goddesses that rip battlefields apart. But nothing could have prepared me to say that sentence. Other phrase from this region is Vit volna el Rézfaszú Bagoly, which means you should have been taken by the copper-dick penis. Got penis on the brain. Should have been taken by the copper-dick owl. So apparently the Hungarian name for the copper rocket owl can be broken down as such. The res part of the name means copper, with faz meaning tallywhacker, and the little edgy u at the end is a possessive suffix. Bagoly simply means owl. Animals tend to be a big part of Hungarian folklore, becoming placeholders for different human traits. Owls get the role of doctors, similar to how in the UK we see owls as wise and stalwart, a concept I was introduced to when watching Winnie the Pooh as a child. Now, this is where things get spicy because Eastern European politics wasn't bad enough. According to ethnographers, the owl's copper phallus actually refers to a copper tool that would have been used during abortions. Talk about the owl with a copper turnip, they said. It'll be fun, they said. At this point, I'm just waiting for the owl to have really strong opinions on Kosovo. Now, because abortion is a controversial topic, and for most of human history it was banned, people needed to discuss it in history, so grating was the act of an abortion, and saying to a young woman, don't do that or the copper owl will grate you, was basically saying, how do I put this in YouTube guidelines terms? Don't dock the shuttle in the shuttle bay, but remember there is room on the flight deck and you can store cargo in the rear entrance of the ship. Also, saying that you wish the copper-knobbed owl had got someone was basically saying you wished they'd been aborted. Now, towards the end of her video, Anna does go into her hypothesis as to why the copper-dicked owl is so popular in Transylvania. I don't want to steal Anna's content here, so if you want to see her hypothesis in full, I recommend you go and watch her video. But to summarise, Nicolae Ceausescu and the other communists in Romania decided to ban all contraceptives and abortion in some kind of nationalistic zeal to, I'm guessing, raise birth rates in Romania. They did all this whilst poverty skyrocketed, so no one could actually afford the kids the government so clearly wanted them to have because they were all busy starving because communism. So if you found yourself up the family way and you physically could not support a child because you was living in a ghetto, you had one of two choices. You could either pay through the roof to have a secret termination of the pregnancy, risking your life and defeating the point of saving the money in the first place, or you could have the child and leave it in an underfunded, state-run orphanage where it would most likely be abused. Communism. Anna does go into a lot more depth here, so if you would like a lot more in-depth look at this hypothesis, I highly recommend checking out Anna's video. Anyways, that is the story of the copper-cocked owl, the funny piece of Hungarian folklore with a really dark underbelly. I'm sure the comments will be lovely to read through. Anyways, let me know if I got anything wrong, if I missed anything, and what you would like to see me cover in future videos in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and tap that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload. I hope you all enjoyed, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!